It started like any normal morning on my land, but within minutes, everything turned into chaos. A woman I'd never seen before was screaming at me, and somehow the police were already on their way. She stormed right up to me like she owned the place. No trespassing. This property is HOA controlled. I just stood there, confused but calm, because I knew something she didn't. I didn't argue, didn't raise my voice. I just let her talk and talk and talk, because sometimes silence is more than words. Then she pulled out her phone. "You're done. I'm calling 911. She said it like she'd done this before, like she expected me to panic. She told the dispatcher I was trespassing, claimed I refused to leave her community land. I almost laughed, but I held it in, because this wasn't HOA land, not even close. This was private agricultural property, and I owned every inch of it. A few minutes later, they showed up, 2 officers, calm and professional. They looked between me and her, trying to figure out what was really going on. She ran to them immediately. "That man is trespassing. Arrest him now." Her voice echoed across the field, but the officers didn't move. One officer asked simple questions. "Do you own this property?" She hesitated just for a second, and that's when things started to shift. That's when I finally stepped in, reached into my pocket, slowly, and showed them something she wasn't expecting. Something that changed everything. I showed them my badge. The mood shifted instantly. The officers straightened up, and Karen finally went quiet. Her confidence cracked in seconds. You're police," she stuttered. I didn't answer right away. I just watched her panic build. One of the officers nodded at me. He already understood the situation. But protocol is protocol, and Karen had just made a serious mistake. I calmly explained everything. Property lines, ownership, legal boundaries, every detail she chose to ignore. Now, it was all catching up to her. The officers verified the records. Took less than a minute. Everything matched perfectly, and none of it was in her favor. She tried to backtrack. I thought this was HOA land. But now her voice sounded different. Less confident, more desperate. The officer corrected her immediately. This is private property." His tone was firm, final, and there was no arguing left. That's when embarrassment hit her. Hard. She looked around like someone might be watching, because now she was a problem. I stayed calm the whole time. Didn't raise my voice once, because I knew this would play out exactly like this. Then came the moment she didn't expect. The officer turned toward her, and his expression changed completely. Now, she was the one in trouble. "You filed a false report." The words hit instantly. Her face went pale. She knew exactly what that meant. No, that's not what I meant." She tried to fix it, but it was too late. You can't undo a 911 call. The officer didn't argue, didn't raise his voice, just stuck to the facts. And the facts weren't on her side. I didn't need to say anything anymore. Everything was handling itself. Sometimes patience really pays off, and this was one of those times. Reality finally hit her. This wasn't HOA drama anymore. This was real life, with real consequences. They asked her to step aside, to calm down, to listen carefully, because things were about to get serious. For the first time, she was quiet. No yelling, no demands, just silence. They explained her options, warning, or further action. Either way, it wasn't good, and she knew it. I stepped back a little, gave them space to handle it, because my part was already done, and done right. The chaos faded as quickly as it started. The field was quiet again, but the lesson, that was loud and clear. She tried to apologize, barely looking at me. Her voice, completely different now, almost unrecognizable. I just nodded. No need to push it further. The situation had already taught her enough. At least, I hope so. The officers wrapped things up. Professional as always. No drama. Just order restored. They left as quietly as they came. No sirens. No chaos. Just another call handled. She walked off without another word. No more shouting. No more threats. Just silence. And just like that, It was over. Back to peace. Back to my land. Back to normal. The crops didn't care about drama. They just kept growing. And honestly, that's all that mattered. I went back to work, like nothing ever happened. Because for me, this was just another day. As the sun started to set, everything felt peaceful again. But I knew one thing for sure. She wouldn't be back. Some people learn the easy way. Others learn like this. Either way, the lesson sticks. Respect boundaries. Know the facts. And never assume authority where you don't have it. Because one wrong move can flip everything, just like it did that day, on my land. And that's how it ended. Not with shouting, but with silence and truth. Some stories don't need drama at the end, just closure. And this one had plenty of it. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to like and subscribe, thumbs up sign. And tell me in the comments, where are you watching from? Globe showing Europe, Africa.